human beings are born to forget.
Yeah.
We don't need to be trained. We can forget everything because we have the ability to forget. So we need to accept this fact. If you cannot forget, that is this is a very serious problem. So we should feel glad to forget. However, if you are forgetting some information that is very important, that creates some some pressure, or you'll be stressed. So if you want to memorize things better, try to be creative, try to think in a funny way, or try to be open-minded. Because I always say that imagination or creativity, it's a twin with memory. That means if you are being more creative, then you can memorize things better.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Achiever Show, where we aim to bring to you some of the top entrepreneurs and business owners to share with you the system and their mindset to help you to take your lives to the next level. Now in today's episode, we have a memory expert with us all the way from Hong Kong. Now this guest over here, he has won the National Hong Kong Memory Championship for 2 consecutive times, and also the Australian National Memory Championship for 2 consecutive times as well. And right now, his focus is about training employees and training people to be able to memorize better so that they will be able to perform better at work. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are someone who is struggling with your memory, then this episode is for you. I hope you enjoy. All right, hello Simon, welcome to the show, and really appreciate your time to spend with us for today. And I'm really looking forward to learn from you. So again, Simon, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shu Yi, for arranging the interview for me. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. So Simon, I just want to start off because you are a memory coach, you are a memory expert, and also you have participated in a lot of national competition and winning a lot of competition on memorizing as well. So I want to start off with your career. How did you actually ended up in this competition or in this field?
Oh, actually, I learned those memory skills when I was when I was 17. That means in 2006. Yeah, I learned those methods in 2006, and the main purpose for me to learn those memory skills was to improve my academic results. So I didn't join this career for my first purpose. So I learned those methods to improve my academic results. And after the public examination in Hong Kong, I had my I had my holiday, and then I tried to practice those skills more, and then joined the World Memory Championships in London that year. So in the championships, I won some award, and I beat my teacher. That means I performed better than her. So after returning to Hong Kong, I jumped into my career as a performer or as a tutor.
Right. Okay. So was it the passion that allows that keeps you going, or is it just like you need to do it because of your academics? You want to be able to perform better in your exam. What is it that actually make you started at the first place?
I don't believe in or I don't like the traditional way to study in Hong Kong. Yeah, because in Hong Kong's culture, those school or those my family will have expect me to have good result in school. However, I was not enjoying too much when I was in high school.
Right.
Maybe I was maybe I didn't have enough self-confidence, because I was not doing very good at my secondary school. In my high school. Yeah. So I was not interested in study. However, when I when I discovered those methods, I thought that it's so interesting, because you can learn something, you can memorize something in a funny way or in a totally different way. So I really like this kind of methods. That's why I studied it and I practiced that. And then I joined the competition. And after winning that championships, I have more confidence in that, and I have more interest in that. That's why I am still in this career for more than 10 years.
Right. Okay. So before we dive into the system on how you memorize things, I just want to ask you because I know you have been coaching people from around the world on on their memory. So why do you think it's important for every one of us to actually learn this skill?
Actually, it can for some people, they want to earn more with better memory, because for adults, if you can memorize things better, or if you can memorize the face or name of some people, that means you can have good image in front of people. Yeah, you can create a great impression to people, to maybe to your boss or to your clients. Then they believe that by having this methods or these skills or the ability, they can earn more from that. And for students, by learning this methods, they can perform better in their school life, just like me when I was in high school. So they have the motivation. They are motivated to learn these kind of methods. So I think different people have different purposes.
Right. Okay. Because I find this topic for today is very interesting, and I'm really excited about it because one of the things that I struggle with a lot is also about my own memory as well. So, so I'm really looking forward for the session for today. Now, Simon, as I look through your profile, you actually broke the world record by memorizing 591 objects in order in 2008, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
in Hong Kong.
So, yeah, right. So, 591 object, that is a lot of things to memorize. What were some of the techniques or strategies that you used to actually achieve that?
Actually, if I was given, if I was given a longer period of time,
Right.
long time, I can memorize more. I could memorize more. However, my target was to to break the world record by memorizing 600 items or 600 images within
Right.
2 hours. So, the result the result was I forgot 9 of them. So my record was 591. And there are some techniques in memorizing that. Yeah, what you need is just method, and then practice, and then to stay focused.
Right.
And you
So
can do
it's
that
so
also.
it's not really about the words or the pictures. It's really about the technique that you use, right? No matter how many words that you memorize.
Yes, it's
Okay.
all about practice.
Right. So could you just share a little bit about how do you actually what are some of the systems that you actually use to memorize things?
Yes. People actually, human beings are born to forget.
Yeah.
We don't need to be trained. We can forget everything because we have the ability to forget. So we need to accept this fact. If you cannot forget, this is a very serious problem. So we should feel glad to forget. However, if you are forgetting some information that is very important, that creates some some pressure, or you'll be
Right.
stressed. So if you want to memorize things better, try to be creative, try to think in a funny way, or try to be open mind, because I always say that imagination or creativity, it's a twin with memory. That means if you are being more creative, then you can memorize things better. So try to visualize those things you are going to memorize as clear as possible. For example, if you are going to buy some things in the grocery stores, try to list them out and then visualize them clearly, because this is what we call photographic memory.
Right.
We are born to have the ability of photographic memory. However, by growing up, we lose this power day by day and year by year.
Yeah.
As an adult, we can only I mean, we can have only about 2 to 3% of our photographic memories.
Right.
So I mean, as an adult, we always think that we are having we are having worse memory by growing up. So try to have some, try to apply some techniques. For example, I'm going to introduce, I'm going to suggest two methods. First of all, it's a link system, and then the second one, it's called loci system, LOCI, loci system or location system. First of all, link system is not very difficult. It's very easy to understand. You try to create a story, to link those items up. If you are going to buy several things, first one it's a bag, and then second one it's a mobile, or the third one it's a shoes. People can create a story very easily. Maybe you can just open the school bag or open the bag and then take out the mobile or put in the mobile, and then I wear the shoes and then go out. This is a very simple story. However, if you want to create a long-term memory but not a short-term memory, try to imagine or try to create a story in a illogical way or even in a crazy way. Yeah, the story I told was very logical. That means it happens every day. We have our mobile, we wear our shoes every day. So that is very logical. So if you try to memorize things in a logical way, it can only activate your short-term memory. If you want to activate your long-term memory, try to be illogical, try to be crazy. For example, I opened my bag and then I take out my mobile and put my mobile in my pair of shoes. So that is an illogical way. We doesn't do that every day, or even we doesn't do that ever. So if you try to imagine in this way, you can have a long-term memory. So the way to activate your long-term memory is try to visualize the items or the things you want to memorize as clear as possible. And then second, try to create an illogical story or crazy story. So this is what we call link system. Create stories. And then the second method, it's the loci system, the location system. How to apply this location system? Step one, try to find some locations around you or on your body. Try to find the location first. Then the step two, try to visualize the things that you need to remember. Okay, step three, put those images on top of the locations. I will take this as an example. If I want to buy something in the grocery stores, let's say 5 items, eggs, milk, bread, steaks, vegetables, I need to buy 5 things. Okay, in real life, you need to buy more of that. So take this as an example. I will find 5 locations on my body first. First one is my hair, and then the second one is my eyes, and then the third is my nose, and then fourth is my mouth, and then the fifth one is my ears. So I would try to link or try to put those images on top of those locations. For example, the first one, hair, I would try to link the eggs with my hairs. So how to link them up? Try to use an illogical way, or try to create a crazy story. For example, if I put my eggs on top of my hair and then smash it, then my hair will be very dirty because of the eggs. So I would just, by creating this story, I would just link the eggs with my hairs. Then the second one is my eyes. I will try to link up with milk. So how to create a story to link them up? You can imagine that I'm crying and then tears are running out of my eyes. So the color of my tears are white in color, and they are made of milk. So I would link the milk with my eyes. Then the third one, it's my nose. It's my nose, and how to link my nose and then the breath up. You can imagine that I put my hand inside my nose and then pull out with a long breath. And then the fourth one, it's sticks. That means I need to link sticks in my mouth up. So you can imagine, trying to imagine that I'm sucking so many sticks inside my mouth, and I am going to eat a lot of sticks. So the fourth one, I mean the fifth one, it's vegetables. Try to imagine that I'm putting my fingers inside my ears and then take out different types of vegetables and then use them to make this salad. Okay, by doing this, putting images on top of locations, you can memorize as many items as you want. That's very easy, and you can recall those images in order or even from backward to the first one. It's very easy way.
Okay, so talking about the link system and also the locate system, do you usually combine both of them to use it together, or you pick either one to use it?
Oh, I'm mixing them up. And yeah, to be honest, I'm not using only 2 or 3 methods.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the locate system and also for the link system, I know it applies very well to, let's say we are memorizing objects. So what about like a more complex stuff? Let's say like facts, let's say like figures and numbers. How do you actually memorize figures and numbers?
If you want to memorize numbers, this is a very good question.
So there's a different ways to do it, is it?
Yes, what we call it is PAG system. PAG, it's how to spell PAG? It's PEG. PEG. Okay. Yeah, PAG system. We applied PAG system. That means we creating our own system. We replace or associate some images with numbers. For example, I will for the number 1. Okay, because number 1 just look like, in my opinion, it just look like a pen or a candle. So I will use the image of a candle or a pen to associate with number 1. And for example, number 5, I will associate number 5 with a star.
Right.
Yeah. And then number 11. Yeah, 11, it just looked like a pair of chopsticks. So I will just replace that. Right. And for some numbers, they may have some meanings in that. Yeah, take this as an example. Like 14. Okay, 14. What's the meaning of 14? I would just link them up or associate with the Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's February. I mean, 14th of February.
Right.
So try to associate with the numbers. I mean, try to associate those images with numbers and create your own PAG system. That means you are going to have 100 PAG systems, starting from 1 to 100.
Okay, so for the PAG system, is there a formula that you use? For example, 1 is represented by a pen, 2 is represented by something else, or do you actually make it up yourself? You be creative or you make it up yourself?
I have some guidelines or some recommendations or suggestions, but I suggest you or I recommend you to create your own PAG system, maybe just on top of my my foundation.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because if you want to memorize something better, that means you need to have your own system. Try not to just follow the others.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to give the audience who are watching this a clearer example. So let's say if someone actually wants to remember my birthday, and my birthday is 26th of March 1997. So how do you actually memorize that, or how do you actually translate everything into a PAG system?
Okay, try to figure out 26.
Okay.
Okay, for me, my PAG system, because I create my PAG system in Cantonese, in Chinese. So for me, 26, I associate the image of ear hole. Okay. With the number 26. So I will just imagine that, oh, when I say hi to Shu Yi, then I would just put my fingers into his ear hole. Then I will memorize that, oh, he was born in a date of 26, and then in March, right? Right. So for me, 3, it's the meaning of a hill. It's a mountain, because in Chinese, san, that means
mountain. Okay.
A mountain. Yeah. So I would just associate the image of a mountain with the number 3. So I will try to imagine that you like climbing mountains, you like hiking. So I will try to imagine that create a story. So I will memorize that. Okay, now for next time when I meet you, I mean when I see you again, I will memorize that. Oh, you were born in 26th of March. Yeah,
Right.
1997, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1997. That it's a special meaning to Hong Kong people because Hong Kong was was given returned to China in the year of 1997. So for many for every Hong Kong people it just means returning to China.
Right. Okay.
So
So
we can use it's
you
easy.
attach each meaning to all the numbers so that it allows you to remember better, right?
Yes, and the most important thing is to visualize the images as clear as possible.
Okay, I understand.
Mm.
Now, when it comes to memorizing, what from your own experience, what do you think is the biggest challenge that people are facing right now?
I think we are relying too much on those electronic devices.
Right.
This is the biggest challenge because we are not using our own memory to memorize things. We relied on those. We relied on our mobile phone. If I want to memorize your birthday, I will just use my phone and then type it.
Yeah.
And then on my calendar. So I don't need to remember. So this is the matter of habits. So the greatest challenge is that we are we are losing our habit to memorize. So if you want to improve your memory, try to force yourself to memorize something because it's too easy for us to rely on electronic devices.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Because I totally agree with you. Because right now, even if I were to drive on my own, I would usually rely on the Waze or on the GPS, and then
Exactly.
yeah, and then I keep on forgetting the way. So it's all about keep on stretching on your muscles,
Mm.
right?
Yes, and then by using GPS, that means you are not creating your path in your mind. So if you want to enhance your or unlatch your super brain power, try to visualize the path in your mind first. Yeah,
Right.
because by applying this or by imagining the three-dimension informations, yeah, you can enhance your memory power. Quickly,
Right.
effectively. Mm.
Okay. Now, Simon, I wanted to ask you a very interesting question, which I think a lot of people right now they have this question in their mind. So let's say if I were to have a super memory, okay? Now,
Mm-hmm.
can a super memory is it something that is being developed, or can everyone being born have a super memory?
Sure, everyone can have. If you have your brain, that means
Right.
you can have super brain power.
But are there people who are born with a much stronger brain, or everyone is born with the same brain?
Actually, according to the survey given by the Harvard University,
Right.
we are born to have photographic memory. We have 100% of our photographic memory, but by growing up, day by day and year by year, we are losing our the ability of photographic memory. Yeah, by
Right.
reaching the age of 10, we can only have around 50 to 60% of the photographic memory. And just like you, around 20 years old or 20
Yeah.
something, you can only have around 10% of the photographic memory in generally. So, and being as an adult, I'm now 32 years old,
Right.
and most of the adults can only have 2 to 3% of the photographic memories. So it's sort about aging and then also the habits because we are focusing on our professional too much. That
Right.
means we are not learning new things. We are not going to school every day. We are not having examination every day or every week or every month. That means nobody is going to force us to memorize.
Yeah.
That's why we are not, we are lacking of training.
Right. So, in your own opinion, how can someone actually develop photographic memory? Even let's say if for an adult, they have lost most of their photographic memories after over the years. But then, if they want to develop something like that, how are they able to do it?
First of all, try to believe. Try to believe. You need to believe that you have the ability of memorize. You have the ability of photographic memory. Yeah,
Right.
because people our mindset will affect our behavior, and our behavior will affect our result. If you believe that you are not going to memorize something well, then your behavior will just be like that. You cannot use all your power, use all your abilities to memorize things, and then result is not going to be good. So the
Right.
first step, try to believe that you can memorize things. That's the first step. And then
Okay.
second, try to apply some new method, not in a traditional way. If you found that your traditional way to memorize things is not good enough, try to replace the methods. Don't use the previous method, because if you are using the previous method, that means you are going to have the same result with
Yep.
the previous one. So if you are not agree of, or you are not fulfilled, or if you are not satisfied by your previous result, try to find some new methods.
Right.
So being, having an open mind is very important. So try to learn new things every day.
Okay. Now, Simon, I
Mm.
really love your first point about your belief, because I always believe that belief is something that really shapes us. If someone actually believes that they have poor memory, then eventually they will always have poor memory. So the first thing is always to change our belief first. Now, with that being said, right, are there some of the exercises or habits that you can actually develop to strengthen your brain muscles?
Sure. I always say that it's not only good memory and bad memory.
Yeah.
We have 3 steps in memorizing. Yeah, I mean, what's the meaning of memory? We have 3 steps:
Right.
input, recall, output. And
Okay.
by doing 10 times of input and by doing 10 times of recall, or by doing 10 times of output, which one can enhance our memory? It's not input. It's always recall and output.
Right.
That's why if you want to have better memory, try to recall more, try to output more. How to activate your, how to unleash your super brain power. Try to find someone and then teach him or teach her, because by teaching him or her, you can, you're forcing yourself to output.
Right.
So the result of, by doing more times of output, you can enhance your memorizing power. So try to output more. Yeah, try to output more.
Okay. What about? I know that recalling and also output is really important for us to strengthen our brain muscles. What about some of the routine habits? For example, let's say the food that we eat or the sleep that we get. Do they affect our brain as well?
Sure. The basic one is to drink enough water.
Right.
Yeah, because our body have 70% of water. If you're not drinking enough water, that means your brain it's not going to have enough nutrients. So drink enough water, first of all. It's just like a gasoline of a car. If you are not going to have enough gasoline in your car, you're not going to function effectively. So
Yep.
drink enough water. And then second one, um, trying to trying to take less sugar, because when you take too much sugar, it will affect your concentration level. You will not be concentrate enough, and when your concentration level is dropped, that means your memorizing power will be dropped also.
Right.
So drink more water and take less sugar, and use less mobile.
Right. Okay. So
Mhm.
thank you, Simon, for all these advices and also your sharing as well. Because for me, and also I believe all our audience, they will find a lot of value from what you are sharing, and also some of the applicable strategies that they can actually apply immediately in their life as well. So
Mhm.
Simon, before we end this session, I have just one last question for you.
Mm.
Yep. And Simon, I just want to know, like, you participated in many different competitions before. So, what are some of the routine, or what are some of the things that you do for you to actually prepare yourself for that competition, so that you make sure that during that competition you are actually at your peak state and you are actually performing at your very best. So, could you just walk us through what are some of the preparations that you do before every competition?
Mm. Actually, I joined my first competition in 2006. That was my 18 when I was 18, and
Right.
I have joined several memory championships in England and in Australia and in Hong Kong. I used it to visit different places. I walk on the streets to find more locations. As I told, the low key system, that is the most important method. If you want to join the competition, if you want to perform better, if you want to beat your competitors, you need to have lots of locations. But if you're not going to join the competitions, you don't need that many locations. If you want to apply, or improve your daily memorizing power, you just need about 100 to 200 locations. However, if I want to join the competition and I want to perform better, like in the competitions, I need to have many locations, like thousands of locations. That's why, for example, I have my year pass of the Disneyland. The year pass card of the Disneyland. That means I can go to Disneyland frequently, because I'm not going to play in the Disneyland, but to find locations in the Disneyland. And also we have Ocean Park in Hong Kong, and I have the year pass to go into the Ocean Park frequently. When I need to join the competitions, I will find more locations and try to recall the locations day by day. For example,
so one location equals to one of the things that you are memorizing, is it?
Yes, I have. For example, I have my first set of locations at home. So I have 52 locations in my apartment.
Yeah.
Maybe you are going to ask, oh, why 52 but not 50? Because the number of cards. A deck of cards.
Right.
You have 52 cards. So I'm holding the Hong Kong record by memorizing a deck of cards in 40 seconds. So I try to put one card in on one locations. So I have my first set of locations at home, and then the second set, it's my church. I have the another 52 locations in my church, and then another 52 of locations in my primary school, and then secondary schools, and then my college. And I have hundreds or 200 locations in Disneyland, and then Ocean Park, some shopping malls, and some park, etc. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, I just want to make it a little bit practical for those of our audience who are watching this. So let's say if, of course, they are not going to memorize, let's say 500 things, just like what you did. So let's say if they were to use this local system, and I'm sure they will not be going to, let's say, Ocean Park and all these other different places to memorize all this location.
Yeah.
So what are some of the location that they can actually use to memorize things?
Oh, their own apartment. For example, by starting with the gate or the front door of the apartment, and then imagine that you are stepping in your own house. Then open the door and step in, and then the first thing on your left hand side or right hand side, try to create a path, a mental path in your mind, and then start from the door, and then maybe the window or the air conditioner, the sofa, the chairs, and then the table and the television. Try to find around 10 to 15 locations in your living room, then 10 locations in your kitchen, 10 locations in the washroom, and then 10 or 15 more in your in your bedroom. So you will have around 40 to 50 locations in your apartment.
Right. Okay. So can body parts be applied as a location as well?
Body part, yeah, sure. We can have 10 locations on our body. Just like I had 5 locations on my head. First, it's the hair, and then eyes, and the nose, and mouth, and an ear. And then you can have your neck as the 6th location, and then your shoulders is 7, or your hands, and then your tummy, your hips, or your legs. You can find different parts of your body to be locations.
All right. Okay.
Mm.
So, Simon, I really appreciate what you have shared with all of us today, and I believe that those of the audiences who are watching this, they really benefit a lot from you today. So, Simon, again, I want you to thank you for your time and also for all your knowledge and strategies as well. Thank you so much, Simon.
Thank you, Shu Yi, for the interview. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching the Achiever Show. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can get first-hand update on our show, where we'll be releasing 2 episodes every month to help you to unleash your deepest potential. Once again, thank you so much for watching and stay extraordinary. I'll see you the next time.